a.m. and 10:10 p.m. I'm going to come on for 10 minutes and we are going to ascend. What we're going to do is every day until 11/1, November 1st, we're going to come on the app and I'm live on YouTube, so I'm deciding if I'm going to do it on both. I'm going to see how it goes. 10:10, we're going to go live and we're going to ascend, okay, for 10 minutes. So get in a position. It's 10:10 now. Get in a position. Today's going to be a little off, a little wonky. It's the first day and I didn't get to get on earlier. All right. We are going to help ourselves. God has given us all the tools, especially if you just got off the all experience with me. You have all the tools. You have a blueprint. We're going to help ourselves by going within and ascending. This is harvest month. Whatever He has promised you, this is the month to literally see it, pick it, touch it. October is answering you. I did this last year. It's time to receive more revelation on actionable steps. Okay, we're going to try to shift with the cosmos and the galaxies today as this month shifts you. This month carries you into your blessing. This month carries you into what God has already said is yours. So if you're understanding the instructions, we're going to ascend. It's 10:10 now. Okay. We're going to engage wisdom on one thing you've been asking for. One thing. Please don't do finances and abundance and prosperity and love and marriage. One thing at a time. Every day we're going to come on 10:10 to 10:20 and ascend. How do we ascend? Have the music on. I want you to go ahead and take your deep breaths. Hold it. Hold it. Release it. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Your deep breaths are from the pit of your belly. Let your belly, those of you who don't know, your belly, not your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Release. We're doing it for a count of 7. Take a deep breath. Release. Take a deep breath. Clear your mind. Clear your thoughts. Release. Deep breath. Release. We want the fire of God to meet us. We want the fire. See the fire of God meeting you. Take a deep breath. Release. Keep taking your deep breaths while I guide you. The fire of God is around you. What does it look like? I want you to see it form a bridge. The fire of God forming a bridge. But remember, it doesn't burn you. It can't burn you because it's in you. It's within you. And I want you to take one thing that you've been waiting on God to bring into your life. One thing you've been asking for. One thing. Hear me. Don't get greedy. One thing a day. Deep breath. Deep, deep, deep. As you're seeing the bridge, release it. And I want you to start seeing that one thing. If it's finances, walk with me, finance. I want you to see your bank account to the right in the negative. Even if it's not, I want you to see it low or in the negative. See it where it's at. Take a deep breath. Hold it. If you're doing another area, do your area, but follow my lead. Release it. Now I want you to look to the left, and I want you to see it abundant. Take a deep breath. Release it. You keep walking across the bridge, and I want you to look to the right. I want you to see something that you want to buy that is way without reach right now, this moment. Car, home, clothes, wherever you are. Remember, if you're doing another area, then you do the same thing. The right is the lack, the left is the abundance. See the right, see it being declined, see it in real time. Be real with it. Feel the emotions of, I don't have enough to feed my family. I don't have enough to buy a house, to pay rent. It's tight. See it, feel it. Take a deep breath. Release it. Now look to the left. And that very same thing, I want you to see it. But this time you can afford it. See yourself being giddy and excited. Take a deep breath. Release. You're taking another step. What's the next thing? Look to your right. It's the lack of finances. I'm walking anyone who wants to do finances. We're walking through finances. Look to the right. Take a deep breath. What are you seeing? Release it. Take a deep breath. Look to the right, to the left, sorry. And now see the abundance of the opposite of what you saw to the right. Just breath. Release it. Feel it. See the increase. Experience it. Right? Take a deep breath and keep walking. Now this one's for the kingdom. What can you not do for the kingdom because of your finances or whatever it is you're walking yourself through? What can you not physically do for the kingdom that I want you to look to the right and see that you cannot physically do? What can you not do for the kingdom? What is it? Take a deep breath. It has to do with finances. If I'm walking you through finance, if you're doing something else, it has to stick to the main theme. Don't go off course. You're still on the bridge, but you're almost on the other side. Take a deep breath. You see your hands tied. You see your feet tied. You see platforms locked. What is it? Finances can't get you into. Feel that emotion. See yourself on the outside. Embrace not being able to go in because I want you to feel the hurt and the pain. Feel where you've been. I can't do this. I can't do that. This is for the kingdom. What can you not do because you don't have the finances? Take another deep breath. Release it. Now I want you to cross the bridge and I want you to see it happen. As your feet touch the ground and you come off the fire bridge, I want you to turn around and see everything now. Everything is on your left that was on your right. And I want you to see it all burn up. Just the left side. And what's left is all the abundance. Whether you saw a house, car, full bank account, all of that is what's left. That's yours. That is yours. Everything else is crumbled and burnt up. Now I want you to see your purpose being fulfilled that you couldn't see because you didn't have the finances. What is that? Take a deep breath. Release it. Just finances, nothing else. If you're walking, now I want you to engage wisdom and ask wisdom. Finish preparing me. Repeat after me. Finish preparing me to be ready for everything that the Lord or that I just saw in my mind's eye, the increase and the abundance, and show me how to take action to meet, receive each and every one of these things. I engage you to show me how to take the necessary steps in the natural. It's done in the spiritual realm. I agree, I come into agreement, and I believe that it's done. Show me how to walk into this blessing today, right now. Amen. And it's done. It is so. So that is it. Short and sweet. Today, like I said, was a little off because I started a little late. But what I'm going to try to do is come on every day at 10:10. I'm going to try to make sure I'm always available. It's either going to be on the app. I am on YouTube today, but I don't know. I'm gonna fill it out and see what. Um, and then I'm gonna try to do 10:10 at night. Okay, twice a day, 10 minutes tops. Today was 12, just because, like I said, we started a little late. But we're gonna be in and out. We're gonna do one area only, ascend and keep it moving. We may circle back around to the same area just to solidify it. We'll just see. It's gonna be from today 10:10 until 11:1. So if I am not on the app, you guys, because I wanted to start it on the app. If I'm not on the app, I will most likely be on YouTube. So if you're not following me, follow me. You'll get the alerts when I go live on there. Or I may do one YouTube and then 10:10 at night, the app, because it's a little more um, intimate, more small, which is what I prefer actually. So we'll see. But just know that today was day one and we will continue until 11:1. So thank you so much for joining me. Those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me. Those of you on the app, I appreciate it. Look, expect, you're welcome. Expect wisdom. If you've been walking with me from the all experience and right before the experience, you know that wisdom answers. And she answers quickly. She gives us knowledge, understanding, and prudence. I don't care if the example, I don't care if the answer, I don't care if what she says to do sounds crazy. Do it. You don't know why she's telling you to do it. Chokma has her own ideas of how to get what we want. We ask, listen. But one thing I really, really, really want to stress lately, I've been noticing that we ask wisdom. A couple people have been in my DMs, and I've spoken to a couple of friends. They'll ask wisdom for advice. They'll ask wisdom to give her insight, give them insight, and they follow it to a T unless it has to do with money. Money is not exempt, you guys. If wisdom says go ahead and give your last 100, do it. If wisdom says go ahead and purchase that thing that you really, really want and you feel like it's gluttonous, I'm talking to somebody and you feel like it's gluttonous or you feel like, oh my God, I don't have enough. Why would I indulge myself? There's a reason, and I'm going to tell you the reason. When you purchase on your highest emotions, that means you want a slushie. That means you want those pair of boots that are out, but you're like, I don't have it. I don't have a job. I don't have enough. I gotta pay this. I gotta do that. When you negate your highest emotional purchase for debt, you're increasing debt. Hear me. Because whatever you purchase at that moment after that high, that's what you multiply in your life. If you purchase the shoe, let's go with boots because it's boot season. And you're like, I need new boots, but I really don't have it to buy boots. I want to kind of conserve my money. And you don't purchase it on those boots, that's your highest emotion. That's the emotion that if you were to swipe in that, you get 10 times more because you're happy. It's fulfilling something, it's making you smile. When you negate that, and you go use the same boot money on bills, you're multiplying more debt. If you understand what I just said, drop a purple heart in the chat. Don't excuse money just because you think money is that hard. Don't do it. Don't do it. If Chokma, if you ask her like we're doing, like we did finances, and you ask her, show me how, and she says spend more. I told you a while ago, 2 seasons ago, God was just like spend, spend, buy what you want, buy what you want. That was the most affluent and the most flowing of money I've ever had in my life. Hear me. And I felt bad. I felt like I was being very reckless. I felt like I was just spending, spending, spending. But I had the most money I've ever had in the bank because every time I bought, it was something my kids really, really wanted, and I smiled. Anytime I purchased something for my husband or me, it was something we really wanted, and it gave me more because I was always spending in my highest emotional attachment. Okay. And I didn't get it at the time. He was just like, get it. I'm like, God, but I don't really need it. He's like, but you want it, get it. And then someone would be like, oh, I want a session. Boom. Someone else would be like, oh, I want a VIP session. Boom. And I'm just like, whoa. I couldn't put connect the dots until a year later. Always spend on your highest emotion, even when you don't have. So if you engage Chokma today with me with finances and she says, so, give, buy, and you really want to, don't negate it. Do it, and it'll come back to you. But if you don't, and you don't obey because you asked her and you don't obey, and you sow it into something like you're not excited about and you're not happy, but it's an obligation, that's what you're going to reap. You're going to reap more of that. So we just asked her for instructions. We just asked her to prepare us for what God is bringing to us because the last thing I want to say, and then I'm done. I got a word where a girl on TikTok literally said, look, if God is telling you to prepare, please prepare. And that's what we're asking for. This is where this is coming from because I don't want to be caught off guard. We think we're prepared, but we're not. She said, my business was making onesie, twosies, threes, maybe once a week, a couple days a week. She goes, one day to the next, 1 hour to the next. I got 600 orders. It was like boom, boom, boom. She was just like, she was crying. She was overwhelmed. She was just like, God, I know I asked for more, but make it stop. He goes, make it stop. I don't make anything stop. Rise up. And she was just like, I'm just warning you right now. You have literally stepped in. This was 2 days ago. You've literally stepped in. At any moment, God is going to suddenly bless you. Are you really ready? Are you really prepared? Are you really in position to have a platform of multiple thousands of people looking at you? Are you going to get on stage and freeze? Are you going to get on stage and forget your words? Are you ready for that big, beautiful house? Are you ready to be are you really ready? Don't just say, I'm ready. I've been ready. No. She said I was not ready. I had everything. I had automations. I had everything in place. But when them 600 plus came in, she goes, I was not ready and I was not prepared. So all of this, all of October, I'm going to come on at 10:10 and 10:10 at night in the app, 10:10 in the morning probably on YouTube. And we're going to do this. And we're going to go over each area and we're going to engage wisdom and chokma for the things we've been praying for because we're not going to get caught off guard. No, 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 we're not doing that. I'll be danged if we done fought and prayed and lasted and been obedient, got our face knocked in, turned the other cheek 50 million times, and then we get what we've been asking for and we squander it, or we're not ready for it, or we're still not prepared. No. So we've asked her to prepare us today, and we're going to move accordingly. Please be obedient. Please, if Chokma Wisdom gives you advice and it's a little off, ask for Spirit of Truth to confirm it, get it confirmed, and move. It's going to be a little different and it's going to feel off, but move. Don't ask for instruction. That's like all of you who have kids. Don't ask and then I tell you what to do and then you don't do it. That's the worst as a mother. You know that. So thank you much, you guys. Hey on YouTube. How are you? Nice to see you. Be back again tomorrow, 10:10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And tonight on the app, 10:10. Set your alerts, set your alarm. Let's go. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you for joining me. Um, Real quick, we do have our strategy day. If you have not signed up, the link will be in the bottom of this YouTube. If you're in the app, the link is already in the app. Strategy Day has been postponed. But let me tell you, you want to know how to strategically place your spiritual tactical team. You want to know who your spiritual tactical team is. You want to know how to speak to them and how to have them in position, in order already. Do not think that your spiritual tactical team is already in position. We got to feed them. We've got to clothe them in armor. We got to tell them where to be on our timeline. We've got, if you're watching Loki with me, we've got to position them as they've been positioning, right? As they have sacred timeline keepers that try to keep us in position on the demonic side, we have sacred timeline pathway keepers as well, and those are our angels. And in the strategic strategy day, I help show you what to say, how to get your angels in position in advance, so that when you walk into a store, when you walk into a presence of a warlock or a witch, they're like, dang, you walk heavy. My pastor literally said, my strategic tactical team, I went to meet a witch. They had sent a witch to her store, at her store, a witch to her congregation. Listen to this, to make her fall into sexual sin because she's not married. That's very specific, you guys. That means they studied her and knew that she was single. And then they said, wait, you're going to go meet this witch by yourself? She goes, you know, I don't roll by myself. I got my tactical team with me. And when she met the witch, he goes, oh, wow, you walk heavy. That's what you want in this season. You don't ever want to walk anywhere with that. And I mean anywhere. When I started doing this, one day I just said, oh, I'm just going to the store, and I didn't do it. Oh, that was the wrong thing to do. Going forward, I don't go nowhere without my spiritual tactical team. You need to know who it is. You need to know how to engage them. And you need to know exactly what to say to position them on your timeline, not just for today, but consistently. Okay. And I will give you dreams that I've had about this, about how our angels can be very docile or they can be too aggressive. These are things we don't know about. So the strategy day has been postponed. The new date has not been released, but go ahead and get your seat. If you're in the app, there it's already there to register. Just just search strategy day and it should pop up. If not, you can DM me or Diona in the app and we will tag you in it. If you are on YouTube, it's in the last 3 videos in the body. So you can go ahead and register and get your seat now. And then we'll send you the information on when it will be. It was supposed to be on the 6th around 2. So it's definitely going to be around 2, just for anyone who needs to know the timing. It'll be around 2 for those in London and overseas that they can make it. But it's also most likely going to be on a Friday. Okay, so either next Friday, it's going to be during October. I'm going to tell you that. So we got about, I think there's 5 weeks in this month. But get your seat and then we'll send you the rest of the information via email. Okay, so go ahead and register your spiritual tactical team. You need it in this season, especially for your harvest. I'm going to just give you one prayer so that you understand what I'm talking about. Spiritual tactical team that's in charge of my wealth, go get it and bring it back to me. These are the things that I'm going to teach you how to pray and what to say. Then we're definitely going to go over trauma from your last season, because trauma stops you from receiving, how to get into receiving mode, because many of us women, it's hard for us to receive. That is a moment. And then there's so many other things. If you haven't read the the snippet. That's also available. I'll post that in the YouTube body so you can read up on it, what's involved in the strategy day. It's a class and it's a webinar. It's interactive, okay? It's interactive where you can ask questions. I'm going to present and then I'm going to walk you through and I'm going to pray and we're going to remove some things that are on our life so that this new season of harvest that we're in October, October is answering me and the harvest, oh, we getting it this year. We're not dropping the ball. So all right, you guys have an amazing day. Thank you. We'll be back again on the app tonight at 10:10 p.m. Set your alerts, set your alarm, and I will see you on YouTube at 10:10 tomorrow morning. Amen. It is so. All right, bye. All of it? What do you mean all of it? I don't know what you're asking. Hey, girl, look. All of it that is owed to me. Yes, ma'am. It is mine, it is yours, and it is coming. And our tactical team is about to help us get it. So hope to see you there. If not, let's get it. All right, have a good one. Bye.